So thank you, Jeet and Ranishan. This excellent workout, literature survey has been done for finding, what are the research scope. And it is very good for those who are aspirant to work on transactive energy. And as per my experience, it said that if you work in this area of transactive energy, it will give you large scope of acceptance in the research society. So today we'll see. I'll continue with yesterday's presentation, that mobile app development, which is under copyright procedure and going to come soon. So how this has worked, So first and last, that is what we discussed day before yesterday, that buying and selling of energy, that is the transactive energy. So in that there is a local market, P2P market, forward market, and spot market. So basically, when we came to all this conclusion that there is a need of some software, there is a need of some application, we had started searching the mobile app for energy exchange. I think you must have seen, some of you may have seen, mobile app for energy exchange. If you had not seen, I'll share you something with that. When we searched, we found this energy exchange application that is from US Department of Energy, Colorado. This is available in Google Play Store. You can download this app. But once you download this app, this app shows. Is it? Can you read this or? There?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So it's visible to you. Fine. Energy exchange app by this US department is especially, this app is for only and only to share the informations regarding the conferences, exhibitions, and carriers, especially that is in energy exchange. But if we want to exchange the energy, if we want, buyers and sellers to come in a single platform, such kind of application is not available when we started. In India we have IEX and PXIL. IEX, that is our Indian energy exchange, which is having function by government of India, and the main function is to ensure fair and transparent transaction as well as efficient dissemination of price information to its stakeholders. When we say stakeholders, it includes the suppliers, all the customers, small generation houses, everything. And PXIL is there, which is Power Exchange India Limited. It has a function of power market infrastructure institution, which is basically providing an electronic platform for transactions in power and allied product. So that is Power Exchange India Limited's operations, which is governed under the aegis of the CERC. So PXIL is directly working with CERC. As you know, the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, which is mainly responsible for targeting and identifying the tariff rate for different zones. And we have at state level, we have GERC, that is Gujarat Electricity Regulatory Commission. So in India, basically now IEX and PXIL is there, which is dealing with transactive energy, and IEX has working with even mobile app. I'll tell you in a while. Basically, during my first session, I told you the structure of Indian power market. So I'll give you a flashback. So in the market, the power exchange that is being done by IEX, and for IEX, there are so many things in the background. Central government, state government, discoms are there. Central transmission utilities are there. So many things are there in the background. And ahead of that, they have to formalize those who can become the members for IEX and who can be able to participate in bidding process, and so many things are there. So especially in Indian power market, for power exchange, IEX has been formed by government of India. And if you download this app, that is IEX app, this is available also in Play Store. You will see this icon IEX, that is Indian Energy Exchange. And in the initial you will find 4 tabs. So first one, that is day ahead market, and a market report is there. Second is day ahead power market, and area price and volume is there. REC market is there, and energy saving certificates are there. So this application is going to give this 4 domain to work. That means the person who is dealing with market, daily market, the person who is dealing with area wise, and the person who is with dealing with renewable energy certificates, and the person who is dealing with energy saving certificates. So they can access this and they can participate in this. But if I click on day ahead market, it shows me this thing, in app. So this is just today I had taken the snapshot. So this says 23rd July, and if you click on it shows the bid details. So today, that is 188 mega units deal was done. So bidding of 188 mega units done, and out of that, sell bids are there, that is of 331. So the sellers are there for 331 mega units, and the market clearing volume, that generally we say MCV, it is around 159, and cleared volume, that is 159. So whatever market value volume is there, that is 159, has been cleared. And finally, the average cost that is decided, that is 2 rupees 63 paisa. And in that all the regions, northeastern, eastern, northern, western, and southern region has been covered. So this application day wise shows what happened. Now if you click on bid area, it shows this particular region to region. There are 12 region rings are created by IEX. So every region you can watch and which state is covered. So there are system operators separately decided by each bidding area. Okay. Now, secondly, if you go back and if you click on the volume, it is going to show you the volume of the units available. Okay. So with this R, that is from 0 hour to 23rd 59th minute, that volume is available. Okay, which is there for taking bidding. So how much area is covered, according to that you can decide the mega units covered for whole day. And this is you can have with respect to prices. So if you click on third, this one, prices, it will show you the price graph. So that is again also here with respect to time. Can you see the x-axis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with respect to time, you can have prices, that is rupees per megawatt hour. So this is around 2,800, something like that. So it is varying with 0 hours too. You can understand now the peak hours from this graph. So this is what you can get from the first, that is day ahead market. That is a report of day ahead market. That means on 23rd, whatever is going to happen, that is already decided on 22nd. Now, if you go into area price and volume, so here area wise, bid area wise, you can just click on the tab. It will show you the area wise. For example, I had taken a snapshot for A1, that is for northern region. If you set A1 and the date, whichever you want, you can have a weekly report also. So if you take example of 23rd July, then it is going to give you round the clock 2.63 paisa. That means 2 rupees 63 paisa, which is already decided on this. Okay, 2 rupees 63 paisa, which is already decided. So it will show the region wise the cost, and this region is particularly buying 493.5, and sell is done in this region, that is 2,569 units, that is mega units. Okay, you can say mega units, but if you convert it to kWh, it is going to be thousands. And peak hour is also separately shown, non-peak hour is also separately shown. So the person who is working with this R&D can understand that 6 o'clock in the evening to this 11th hour in the night, and 1 in the morning, that is day before, that is 1 o'clock in the night to the 5 o'clock, and 24th hour, that is 23rd to 24th, that is also separately shown. So this app gives you idea about area price and the volume price. Okay, so this is what the buy and sell volume of area A1. Okay, this is volume, and with respect to time, you can see the peak hours separately shown. Fine. So here you have, the load estimation as well as generation estimation in terms of buying and selling. Okay, so like, if I have potatoes of 20 ton, and how much are there in demand, I'll say, let us say 16 ton is demanded, so 4 ton is going to be saved, and for that the IEX issues, energy saving certificates. Okay, now this is for region, that is our western region, W2. You can see the graph, that is with respect to, generation and load. That is what buying and selling is done for today. This is area clearing price for 23rd. Okay, and the peak hour price is definitely a little bit higher. Now, how this everything is happening inside this application, basically what kind of algorithm will be there, basically what should be contained in the programming, what should be the coding actually, so that there will be a conclusion of MCP, MCV, and ACP. MCV is market clearing volume, MCP is market clearing price, and ACP is area clearing price. Okay, now this happens for our IEX, that is each 15 minutes time block. Okay, for the following day. So you can read here, it is completely clearly told that a closed double-sided anonymous auction is done for each 15-minute time block for the following day. So the day before, that means on 22nd, everything is planned for every 15 minutes. And intersection between the aggregated cell. Yes, day before yesterday, I told you, the aggregators. So aggregated cell and purchase curves defines the MCP value. I'll show you that graph. Then, as government has decided 12 bidding areas, there is a congestion management through market splitting and determining area clearing price, specifically area to area. So that is area clearing price. It may happen that in this western region, second western region, our price may be differ than the western region 1, than the northern region 1, or maybe northeastern. Okay, so that is ACP, which is identifying the area wise, and MCP is, the basic market price. So generally, you might have seen when you enter into this, big market, let us say vegetable market. Generally, I give this example. So when you enter into the big vegetable market, the cost of potatoes, let us say per quintal, has been decided. So that is going to be MCP. Now you go to different shops of potato vendors, there will be ACP. Okay, so something that kind of thing. Now bid types are there, that is portfolio orders or block orders. You might remember that there are strategies with respect to, this DR, that is distributed resources, as well as with pricing. So here, that is with respect to pricing. So algorithm has been decided with respect to pricing, and that pricing depends on generation and the load. That means the seller and the buyer. A government has decided some restrictions who can participate in this process, bidding process. That is at least minimum bidding of ₹1 for 0.1 megawatt hour. So you can say that is 1,000 units, 0.1 thousand units, 10 raised to 6 watt hour. Minimum price and volume step, that is 0.1 into 0.1 megawatt hour. So this is the criteria who can participate in this bidding process. Okay. Now what happens exactly in the bidding? So that is called PET cycle, PET cycle, that has been given by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. PET cycle is basically a scheme which is a regulatory instrument, which makes a part of deciding to reduce specific energy consumption in energy intensive industries, with an associated market based mechanism to enhance the cost effectiveness through certification of excess energy saving, which can be traded. So this is, I had taken some example of energy saving certificates, that is a DAYs. Here says it is a sal bid. Okay, when it is said 1 ESCRT, that is equal to 1 megawatt hour. So this is purchase, this is sell, this is trade, this is a price, in rupees, and a number of participants who had participated. Now the number of participants includes both buyer and seller. Now if you click on this, on the separate sheet, so it is like, if you click on this, it is going to show you the detailed report, how this is happening. This is price, rupees per 1 megawatt hour, and this is with respect to number of units, how much you are going to tell. So this is with respect to rupees, y-axis is rupees, x-axis is basically units. So with respect to this, rising and the buying quantity, there is some intersection point, and that is going to give you MCP. That is nothing but our market clearing price. Okay, and this happens a day before. So basically in price tick, there are three different portfolios have been defined, and that is based on the generation sites, and they promise for generation that this much amount of megawatt we are going to generate for this hours, 2 hours, 5 hours, and that is from thermal and solar and wind. So that is what Renison has mentioned. Now the role of prediction of wind, role of prediction of solar, and the interaction of that is going to be a big role. So after that, there is a total by quantum decided, okay, buyer and seller. And after that, there is a program, as I said, the algorithm is there, which is going to give you the demand and sell, and the intersection is going to decide market clearing price. So how this IX app is working? Okay, so IX app is working with this, but there are some limitations. If you are ready to buy a 0.1 megawatt hour, and if you have ES certificate, that is energy saving certificate, you can become the member of it. If you are the renewable energy owner, you should have REC with you, and you should be able to participate with at least 0.1 megawatt hour. So this is the policy so far decided by Government of India. And if you go further in detail, suppose I want to go back for the 2019, what happened in August and December. So from August to December 2019, total buy bids has been done, that is for this much unit from solar. This is particularly for solar. Okay, sell, that is for solar. Clear volume through, that is only solar. Okay, all this thing is there already in IEC. This is background report which helps us to decide tomorrow's market. So if I am participating as a buyer or seller, I should know the history of all these things. So last year what happened, on a particular day what happened, so particularly Parker, you should understand, on 23rd July 2019 what was the scene. So that is what you have to understand. If you click on non-solar August and other things, it is also going to show you in detail. Now with respect to PAT cycle, I had taken example of January 18. So with respect to PAT cycle, this sell bid is also available in this app. You can take the purchase bid, trade volume, so everything is there. Number of participants are there, total set bid had been done, how many purchase has been done, total bid has been done with respect to dates. So there is a week plan. According to that, you can decide. Now there is a landed cost calculator also. So basically in this region, buyer Gujarat is there. So voltage level, according to the voltage you can decide. Sometimes the consumers may be at 11. So the system operator decides 11 kV, 132 kV. Sometimes people have 33 kV lines. So based on that, there is a separate tab is given within the app, which can decide the buyers and the quantity you can put. So for example, I had taken this, I had chosen buyer Gujarat, my voltage level, that is 11 kV. I chose myself that I'll be in need of 45 megawatt, and I'll take 45 megawatt for 5 hours. Okay, and I from my side, from my side, I say that that is going to be 1 rupee per unit. And if I submit, it is going to give me these things. Okay, so POC is there, that is at 1.33. For state, it is 3 rupees 27 paisa. For distribution, this is percentage wise it is given. So this will give you help to understand. And in lower cases, there are losses also. So as a buyer, I have to pay, the AT&C losses also. Okay, and based on that AT&C losses, plus the other fixed charges of the transmission, if I am going to use the UGVCL discom and their rates, and everything is going to be added. And for this example, it costed me around 4 rupees 23 paisa. This suppose it is for 23rd July today. The price rate, what was MCP? It is only 2 rupees 63 paisa. But for my case, this setup, as a buyer, it is costing me around 4 rupees, 4 rupees 25 paisa. So definitely I am going to invest more, more and more. But basically, main thing is, the person who is buying at upper level than this, that is 2 rupees 63 paisa, is definitely going to give some benefit, profit. He is going to earn some profit from this. Okay, so this is a separate RPO calculator is there, that is REC price options. You can see, you can download these IEX, and for downloading this, it requires only one mail ID and confirms by OTP to email and mobile. You can download these and work more on this. You can find out the loopholes of this. So before 8 months, we had found the loophole of these particular possible IEX. This has been started from 1st June. Okay, and at the bottom there are some news readers are there, so you can read various news from IEX. So from 1st June, the real-time electricity market has been started, and by pressing the particular press release, you can understand. If you press on this, it will give you the particular report of IEX trades for 3.441 mega units, and that is the volume. So this is about IX. Okay, another way to find RTC, as earlier I had shown. So there are so many things I'm not discussing much in detail, but with respect to year wise, month wise, you can see the solar detail. In November 2019, what was the scene? Non-solar, the RECs, non-solar like wind is there, or other nuclears are there. So based on that, they are going to give you this detail. This detail is helping us to trade. Before I go with our mobile app, I would like to take you to the website of IEX. Let me open it. IEX. Is it visible? Tirth, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to take you to IEX website, which has live live data. Now this is about tomorrow, 24th July. Whatever we had discussed, average MCP is there, peak MCP is there, non-peak MCP is there, maximum value is there, and minimum MCP is also there. So this is already decided. I think the R is 4 o'clock or 4:30 in the evening, they decide. So this is bidding has been done, which I had shown to you. That I had taken from IEX application, and that is mobile application, which is already installed in my mobile, and I had taken the snapshot from this. Now in this website, those who are interested to work in R&D with respect to especially transactive energy, the market data is there. So there is REC market is there. If you click on REC market, that is renewable energy certification programs, what is happening, how much is the generation. The data has been collected by this. Let us say this is for year, so renewable energy certificate is there overall. Okay, but suppose I want it for 2019, and if I select January to, let us say, May, and I want it in terms of graph, so it is going to give me the detail of 2019, that is January 2019 to May 2019. You know, and in this you can find that is solar and non-solar data. You can understand the readings, that is RECs taken with respect to the year. The buyers are there, sellers are there, and total volume is there. So those who are already trading, stock exchange, they understand very well the importance of the volume. uh, and if you go with the membership, uh, suppose I want to become participant of this, so I have to take a new membership for this. And there are types of memberships. This is not available in application, so that is why I had directed this to you, to the website. So there are types of membership, that is proprietary, trader, and professional membership. You can become this. You have to log in, you have to provide your financial data, and you have to give your PAN numbers. If you have your company or 2 3 friends are working together, you have to provide your the particular company's ton and etc. And you can become this part of this. Once you do all this process, after that everything is possible on your mobile phone. Okay, so some legal documents are also there, some day ahead market values are there, area prices are there. So whatever is happening live, that can be part of your app. But before that you have to become member of this. Okay, if you have any confusions, then please drop your question into the chat. Here grievance redressal forms are there. So IEX is dealing, sometimes it happens 2 3 minutes error can give you a big loss. So for that also there are some committees has been formed. So this is the website. You can refer iexindia.com, and through this website you can become the new member. You can download the app and you can be part of this. But uh, you know um, let me go back. Okay, but in these applications there are so many drawbacks, and that is what Jeet and Renishan has tried to understand. I'll give you over glimpse of the application which we had developed, and the application is going to be in the market after we give uh, we are authorized for that, for copyrighted, then we'll keep into the market. The application says power exchange for local isolated grid. So suppose in LD College of Engineering, I'm giving example. Suppose in LD College of Engineering we have 13 solar power plants, and I want to deal with this power exchange. So there is not any isolation or decentralized zones has been formed. And for small capacity of power generator, for small capacity of power suppliers, this IEX is not touching. So for that we need to be localized, and our application optimizes with reference to source of generation. So if we have thermal, if we have solar, if we have wind, if we have hydro, that is what IEX has done, solar and non-solar, right? So that's we are bifurcating this here at present in 4 things. One is that is thermal, second is solar, third is wind, and fourth is energy storage. Okay, which is not included in IEX. So if you want to earn money, and if you have a large storage capacity of energy like battery houses, or there's compressed head pump storage system, there are flywheel storage systems also. So if you have this kind of storage system, you can participate in energy exchange program. So whenever your non-peak hours are there, in that time you can store your energy into your own storage houses and sell them back at peak hours. So that would be possible. And application allows small generation like rooftop solar. So if your house has 1.5 kilowatt, let us say 5 kilowatt, so in that case e-certification is not there. So ES certificates for lesser capacity of people is not available with IEX. So we allow this kind of things. So once we get approval and the government gives the node, the application will be open to all. Load-based bidding is there. So separately, you can have your own load bidding. As we had seen in the video of smart grid of Denmark, the separate single house person who has maximum demand of 5 kilowatt will be able to participate in this kind of energy transactions. And storage base bidding is also there. So there will be a separate charges for storage base, because they are going to give both benefit. They'll give you the storage during non-peak hours, so that is going to give you market for the generation houses, as well as the storage will help us in power system stability as well as power quality. So storage based bidding is going to give you extra different portfolio of economics. So this is our mobile application, and I had taken references from this, that is BEE India, IX India, Power Exchange India, and CRC India. This material is also going to be shared with you. I conclude here my session that the application. Yeah, of course, I forgot to tell you one more thing. That is, Government of India has already started with not only Indian Energy Exchange, but it is also dealing with Indian Gas Exchange. That is, from 15 June 2020, Government of India has started trading in gas. The petrol, as petrol is already been done, under trade, and every night our price rate has been changed. So now similarly, your electricity is going to come, and that is what transactive energy is going to come. Fine. So I conclude here that energy exchange is coming with all energy sectors. When we say energy, it includes gas, petrol, electricity, and so many things. The information era with highly secure status wants the prosumers to adopt the in-hand system for the exchange of it. So overall presentation of my all three sessions says the information era with highly secure status, so that is what cybersecurity problems and all, wants the prosumers, that is producers and consumers, to adopt. So they should be able to adopt. That means lots of hardware is going to be required, and that is in-hand system. It is not going into the computer house and there are so many engineers sitting, but in-hand system, that is your mobile itself, for the exchange of energy. Okay. And we are also looking for the investor who can invest in our application. That is what we named ReniJeet Urja app, and we are finding them. Let us hope we'll find it along with the confirmation of the copyright. This is what my communication is. So this is all from my side. If you have any question, please drop to this